So remember when Jay Z said he was fighting for his marriage with Beyonce?
And, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family.
Well, it looks like he's about to lose that battle because word on the streets is that he is about to get exposed for fathering a secret child outside his marriage. Well, Beyonce is not having this at all, and she is finally revealing the messed up truth about Jay Z's secret child. Is Jay Z really about to have Beyonce playing his stepmother? So it looks like Beyonce and Jay Z's marriage might be about to take another hit because reports have it that Jay Z is about to get exposed for fathering a secret child. Well, to be fair, he allegedly fathered the child long before he started dating Beyonce, but he has consistently denied the paternity, and he is about to get exposed for being a liar and a deadbeat dad. Talk about a mess. So the alleged son of Mr. Sean Carter is a man named Rymir Satterthwaite, and the drama first blew up back in 2015 when news outlets reported that Rymir had filed court documents against Jay Z. It was a paternity lawsuit that claimed that Jay Z had blatantly lied to a New Jersey court to avoid taking a DNA test that could prove that he was Rymir's biological father. So Rymir claimed that Jay Z hooked up with his mother Wanda in the 90s, and even though they used protection, it failed, and she became pregnant with Rymir. The case first got to court around 2010 when Wanda took Jay Z to court to determine whether or not he was Rymir's biological father, but the case was thrown out of court because the judge ruled he didn't have a jurisdiction to try the case. However, Rymir and his guardian Lily Coley filed a civil lawsuit in December 2014 where they claimed that Jay Z had lied to the court and presented fraudulent documents that prevented the court from ordering him to take a paternity test. Of course, there were plenty of people saying that Rymir was just looking for fame and money, but he and Lily denied these allegations, pointing out that they weren't the ones who made the case public. Lily said, "All this attention caught us off guard. We didn't expect someone to leak it to the press. We weren't expecting this." The case dragged on for a long time, and in 2018, Rymir filed court documents where he claimed that Jay Z was manipulating the courts to avoid taking paternity tests. Now, I'm not gonna say that Jay Z was manipulating the courts or not, but come on, y'all. He is one of the most connected men in Hollywood, and I don't think it would be that difficult for him to use his connections to manipulate the courts in his favor. Plus, the case had been going on for 8 years at that point, so there was certainly something fishy going on. Also, it turned out that the reason the courts had thrown out the case back in 2010 was that Jay Z's team had led the courts to believe that Rymir's biological father had been found. But according to his birth certificate that was dug up later, this was a big fat lie. It got even messier when Rymir and Lily also accused their own lawyers of secretly colluding with Jay Z's lawyers to make things even more chaotic. Rymir finally agreed to do a sit-down interview with his son online where he said, "I don't want money or anything like that from Jay Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. He's supposed to be a positive role model for our community. He stands there screaming Black Lives Matter. Well, tell the truth and take responsibility. And if you say I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom, just take the test. If you're telling the truth, why is your first answer whenever you're asked to take a paternity test no?" Rymir also claimed that his mom Wanda had told him that Jay Z was his real father when he was 8 years old. Unfortunately, Wanda had gotten too sick to take care of Rymir, and in 2010 he eventually started living with Lily, who is his godmother. Now this is where things get interesting. Lily also spoke to the son, and she said Wanda was only 16 years old when she allegedly met Sean, but she may have told him she was older. She fell pregnant but had no idea how to contact him. At the time, Jay Z was in his 20s, 22 at the very least. This has caused a huge controversy online because people are wondering why he allegedly got involved with the 16-year-old in the first place. Over the years, people have pointed out how weird it is that he only seems to go for women that are way younger than he is. First there was Aaliyah, and then Beyonce, who he first started dating when she was 18 and he was already in his 30s. So there were speculations that the real reason Jay Z doesn't want to take the test is that if it comes out positive, it would prove that he got intimate with the 16-year-old when he was in his 20s. Lily also claimed that when they first got in touch with Jay Z, Jay-Z's lawyers to privately work things out, they reached out to her and were all nice and welcoming. They even offered to sign Rymir to Jay-Z's label, but she refused because he was still in high school at the time and she wanted him to focus on his education. This is where things changed, and according to Lily, suddenly different lawyers got involved and their attitude completely changed, and I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean given that Wanda was allegedly underage. Yeah, the age thing is definitely a factor in this whole mess. This case has been going on for almost 13 years now since Wanda first filed in 2010, and it looks like Rymir is getting sick and tired of the legal back and forth. According to new reports, Rymir filed a new motion with the New Jersey Supreme Court in February of this year, requesting that the court unsealed years worth of documents dating back to 2012, arguing that keeping the case under wraps has prevented him from getting his due process. Well, Jay Z and his lawyers finally responded in a letter to the Daily Mail, and they said the allegations have been previously reviewed thoroughly by the courts and have been refuted. I am sure that will be the outcome of whatever filings Mr. Satterthwaite is maybe currently considering. Well, it looks like we're about to witness a super big, messy legal battle because all secrets are about to be exposed. But one question on everybody's minds is why Jay Z just doesn't take the test and sort out the issues once and for all. I mean, it's been about 13 years since this legal battle began, and it would literally take him 1 minute to take a DNA test that's going to prove that he is not the father, and everyone can finally get closure. But then people believe that the real reason Jay Z is being sneaky and refusing to take the test is that he knows, or at least he suspects, that Rymir could be his son. But like I said before, if he agrees to DNA test and he's the father, he's going to be dragged for sleeping with a minor. And let's not forget how the Beehive is going to come for him for having a secret child when he's married to Beyonce. I know Rymir was born before Jay Z met Beyonce, but Jay is going to get cooked either way, so I kind of get why he's playing hide and seek with this. But according to an insider, Beyonce is not ready to play stepmother if it turns out that Jay Z is Rymir's father. The insider revealed that Beyonce did not sign up for this because another child was never a part of the discussion she had with Jay before they got married. She has already forgiven Jay for a lot of things, including his cheating scandals, but the source claimed that Beyonce isn't sure that she'd be able to forgive him for this. Another source added that this new lawsuit has put a strain on their marriage, and both Beyonce and Jay Z want the drama to be over and done with. So apart from the fact that Jay Z is scared of the public backlash, he is also scared of losing Beyonce, and he is determined to find a way to sort this out in a way that benefits everyone. But people online are convinced that Jay Z knows that Rymir is his child, and that's why he doesn't want to take the DNA test. Somebody commented, avoiding doing a DNA test is a major red flag. I'm sorry, because if you're not the father, just do it to close the entire chapter. Also, if he indeed is the father, then isn't it predatory considering he was 22 whilst the mother was 16? Another person said, dodging a paternity test for 10 years is wow. He's definitely the daddy. And this other person tweeted, Jay has done a good job covering his tracks, but the fact that he dodging doing a paternity test for 10 years should tell you that this is likely his kid. Y'all, the brews of this tea are extra messy, but something tells me that it's gonna get even messier when the court records are unsealed. But until then, I want to know what y'all think about this. Do you think Jay Z is the father, or do you think Rymir is just another gold digger? Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.